Hey everybody, today's video is the 2-week update for our litter of medium Australian Labradoodle puppies. Hi, I'm Claire from Van Isle Labradoodles, and today we are doing the update for the litter from Ella and Copper, and this litter is 2 weeks old now. So we have 6 puppies in the litter. We're going to go through each of the puppies individually, tell you a little bit about what's happened with them over the past week, give you an update on their birth weights, a little bit of information on their color and patterns, and we'll give you some info on Mama Labradoodle Ella, and just give you a little bit of what's going to be coming up in the next week. So the litter overall is doing very well. You'll see from the weight gains that they're all getting to be nice, round, plump, juicy puppies. And we called this litter the double rainbow litter. And the reason why we did that was because we knew we would have a good variety of colors. And you can see we've got chocolate, black, and caramel, and there's a red puppy in here as well. So lots of different colors and patterns from Mama Labradoodle Ella and Papa Labradoodle Copper. Copper is red caramel and Ella is black, as you can see. Ella's doing really well. This is her 3rd and final litter. She's a very confident mama now. She's quite happy to leave the puppies on their own on a regular basis and come out and socialize with us, go outside and play, and just be more like a regular dog. Usually for Mama Labradoodles, for their first litter or 2, they're quite devoted to their puppies and don't tend to leave as often. Every girl is a little bit different. This time around, Ella's just fairly confident, as I said, and quite comfortable to leave them. She's not too worried about them being on their own. Oh goodness, you're clicking one. You got somebody back here. It's getting a little crowded in the whelping box here for all of the puppies and myself and Ella. And because these are medium Labradoodles, they're really getting to be quite a good size already. So when we do next week's update, we will move into the studio to do our update. So we have a little bit more space for everybody to spread out and get a little bit more real estate for the puppies. And the puppies will also be moving probably in the next, maybe 10 days out to the Doodle Den again, so they can have a little bit more real estate. All of these little Labradoodles are up and starting to walk around on all 4s somewhat. You can see they're pulling themselves around by the front still. They're not completely strong enough in the back yet to stand on all 4s, but that will come very soon. And as soon as that starts to happen, you can see in this whelping box nest, there isn't enough room for them really to be able to get out and exercise and develop their muscles. So we will give them more real estate and move them along so that they have more chance to develop all of those muscles. So as I said, the puppies are all thriving, and we'll go through each one of them and we'll do them in birth order, which is how we always do them, and just tell you a little bit about what's going on with each of them. So the firstborn in this litter is this beautiful one and only ebony puppy, Mr. Light Blue Collar, who has just found himself a nice spot, the milk bar. So he's going to probably be not too happy with me for moving him. Hey, sweetheart. Hi, how are you? How's my boy? Now the puppies still can't hear. Their ears are still sealed shut. They probably will open over the next week and a half or so. And Mr. Light Blue Collar boy rather, he doesn't have his eyes open yet either. And normally this is around the time when we start to see eyes start to open. Pretty much anywhere from between 12 to 18 days is a fairly standard period of time for all dogs and Labradoodles as well to get their eyes open. And Mr. Light Blue Collar has decided he's just not ready to take a look at that great big world out there yet. Hey, sweetie. So he is now gone to 747 grams. So he's having a really nice, steady, good, consistent weight gain. He's a lovely puppy, beautiful gleaming coat. You can just see how the light shines off of him. Which is a really nice indicator of good health overall when when you have those beautiful shiny coats. And then he has just the tiniest little smidge of white on his chest, really almost identical to Mama Ella. And this puppy used to be the big noise maker in the group. He used to be the one who was forever yapping and crying and fussing if things weren't to exactly how he thought they should be. That's not the case any longer. Now, I don't think I've heard him talk for, probably the past week anyways. He's very quiet now. So that's our Mr. Light Blue Collar boy. Let's put him back there, see if he can negotiate his way back to where he was. And we'll just move Miss Purple Collar here, who's trying to do a little bit of rock climbing. Next is Green Collar Puppy. And Green Collar is one of the caramels. There we go. There he is. I thought it was you there. Yeah. Just doing a little bit of a sideways approach at the milk bar there. Again, going to be a little bit annoyed at me for moving them. Ella was just having her lunch, so when she came back in, all of the puppies thought it was time for their lunch. Hey, Mr. Green, hey, let me take a look at you. Hey, and Mr. Green Collar also does not have his eyes open yet. And you can see that he is a beautiful red caramel color, and he has lots of that pretty white flash, just like his papa Copper does. Labradoodles have so many interesting different colors and patterns. It's always really nice to see how different they all are, even though they're from the same litter. And Mr. Green Collar is clearly very excited to get back to the milk bar, so we won't keep him too long there, buddy. So he's got that pretty flash up his nose, over on his head, lots of white on his chest here, on his toes, and then he's got Papa Copper's trademark little white tip tail, eh? Oh, Mr. Green, you're just in a hurry. And Mr. Green is the biggest Labradoodle puppy in this litter, and he weighs 950 grams. So when we do next week's update, he will clearly have broken that 1 kilogram threshold. So we'll just put him back so he can find his spot, which he was so anxious to get. And I'm just gonna go grab Pink, who's wandered off on her own there, and put her over here because she's getting a little worried she can't find where the rest of the gang is. And actually, I'm going to pick her up because she is the next one on my list. It's you. It's you. Pink Collar Girl is the only chocolate in this litter, and she's a chocolate phantom. And the phantom, as I'm sure you'll recall, as you've probably heard me say so many times, is the solid base color of either chocolate or black, and then the tan points on the face, above the eyes, on the chest, and on the legs. And Pink Collar Girl also does not yet have her eyes open. These puppies are all not really too interested in seeing what's out there in the world. And given all the things that are going on in the world right now, I can't say as I blame you too much. Miss Pink Collar Girl is a very sweet little puppy, quite quiet, very calm, right dead smack in the middle of the pack. And she is 932 grams. So she's not too far behind Mr. Green Collar there. I don't know if you're going to find a spot right now, honey, because Mom's kind of squished up with me in here, but you go and try your best. So that's Pink Collar Girl. And next is our little Purple Collar Girl, who I think is over here, hanging out in the very back here, finding her own little safe spot. I'm pretty sure that's you back there, isn't it? Oh my goodness, she's going to be a little bit tricky to get out here. Come on. Oh, she's coming around this way. She's making her way around right in the back here. Come on, Purpy. There we go. Oh my goodness me. And Purple Collar Girl is the first puppy that we can introduce with open eyes. She actually opened her eyes 2 days ago, and she is obviously a little bit ahead of everyone else. Yes, and you can be sure to spread that news around. She also doesn't look very happy at me holding her right now. And this is our only red puppy in the litter. Yes, right? Are you the red puppy? Just a minute, I have to check her feet. Nope, she's not. She's going to be a red caramel, same as her papa Copper. And the reason that makes that a difference is her coat, as you can see, is red, but her nose and her pads are not black. They are brown. So that makes her a red caramel as opposed to a red dog. But she does have those beautiful eyes open, so she's now able to see a few things and negotiate her way around. Everybody's not wanting to be held right now. So, there you go. And Purple Collar Girl weighs 720 grams. So it's interesting because she's the smallest puppy in the litter, but she's the one that has the eyes open first. So it's always something that we record as to what day they open their eyes on, and it's always interesting to correlate that with the size of the puppy and if that has any bearing on things. Next we have Red Collar Girl. She's one of the bigger puppies here. Excuse me, Mr. Green. There we go. That's Miss Red over here. Oh, come on, Miss Red. There we go, beautiful. Come on. Oh, she's a heavy girl. She's a heavy girl. It's a Red Collar Girl who is the red puppy. Well, actually apricot. And you can see she also has her eyes open. Oh, yes. The girls are always so quick to do things. And you see she has the black nose, and she has black lips, and she has black pads. So that's what makes the different types of colors. It's what color their leathers are. And leathers refer to the color of the nose, pads, lips. So this little beauty, she is 909 grams. So she too will break that 1 kilogram mark most likely by last week. Oh, and she says, where is the milk bar? I was having such a nice lunch. That's a good girl. Red Collar Girl is quite a sturdy girl, as you can see. Oh, there's Green Collar. Is going to see if there's anything available off of the side of the whelping box there. And last but not least is Orange Collar, who's right here. Hello, Orange Collar. Orange Collar is a little boy, and he is a red caramel, and he has a beautiful amount of white flash, just like Papa Labradoodle Copper does, on the side of the nose, up the head, under the chin, the chest, and then those beautiful 4 white paws and the trademark white tip on the tail. So Copper doesn't have as much white as these puppies do, but he does obviously like to produce quite a bit of white in his puppies. He has actually even produced 1 or 2 extreme parties, which are almost all white. Hello. And Mr. Orange Collar Boy is 830 grams. So he's pretty much right in the middle there. And he must have been able to have a bit more to eat than everyone else because he's not as fussy about getting down right away. So that's all the puppies in the litter. As I said, they don't all have their eyes open, as you've seen. More of them don't than do. We just have the two girls with their eyes open. When we do next week's update, I'm sure that all of them will have their eyes open, and we may even have a couple of them who are able to hear. So when we move them out to the nursery in the Doodle Den from having been in here, then we do that once they're able to see and hear. We'd like to keep them in one small cozy spot until they have all of their senses working properly before we make any attempt to move where they're at. Usually it takes them, maybe about an hour or 2 to get used to being in a new location. So they adapt really quite quickly. So that's our update for this week, and we hope you enjoyed the video. And if you get a chance, give us a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you have any questions or comments, please post away. We love to read what you have to say, or any questions you may have, anything to do about Labradoodles in general, this particular litter or colors, anything at all that relates to Labradoodles. Thanks so much for watching.